photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't care, 'cause you were perfect, I swear. But somebody...
What's up, people? So the ring that I found last time when I took the RX out for a quick field test is going off to the flow, so we're gonna hopefully be able to update you something interesting on that as soon as they get back to me. It's a little bit slow at the moment. Obviously all government officials are still redeployed for coronavirus things, but hopefully we'll have an update soon. So along with the RX, I've decided I'm going to get a few new bits of kit as well. So I'm just going to turn you around. So we're going to have a quick review of the Mi6 pinpointer that I bought for myself. I'm going to pair it up with the ORX that I've got here. Get it running through the headphones. I'm not going to go out on the field today. I actually had my first baby a week ago. So I'm going to give it a couple more days. Plus it's hammering it down with rain out there. So we might do a little bit out in the garden just to try out the pinpointer. It keeps raining and then going real sunny. So we'll try and get out in the sunny bit. Right, let's get it all paired up. I'll go through that now. Okay, so we'll quickly run through how to pair these together. So we're just going to go into the menu here. I'm going to go down till we get to pinpointer, select, switch on, hold it down for 8 seconds. So we're going to and you can see down here now that we are paired up, everything is working together. So now, when the Mi6 gets turned on, the sound should go straight through the headphones. Let's give it a go. I've brought the headphones over, we'll just turn those on. In fact, I'll keep them close so you can hear what's going on. And if we just turn this on, and start taking it towards something metal. So you can hear now, I'm just going straight through the headphones every time. It's not going to blast out loads of loud noise. We've got it on pitch mode. So as you get closer to metal, that pitch increases, a bit like a two-tone system on a detector. Okay, so the second little upgrade I got for myself was actually a bit of a necessity. Ever since starting, I've always used the micro shovel here. Really solid bit of kit. First one just lasted me forever. Just before lockdown, I left it on the edge of a field. Well, I assume I did because I can't find it since. Bought myself a new one, first time out, handle snapped. So I've decided I'm going to upgrade and get the red Blackadder, bit of a mouthful, red Blackadder Searcher spade. So you can see there's obviously a few differences. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, but it is designed for metal detecting. So some of the benefits, obviously, with the micro shovel, it's light, it's easy to carry around, it's not really a big weight at all. It's probably about 1 kilo, I think, off the top of my head. You can see it's got a sloped blade, so when you are going to dig, quite often you have to start a little bit further away or start it in a really awkward forward angle and then try and lever it back, and I think that lever is what snapped the handle. I had to Gorilla tape it up. Other tapes are available just to try and keep it together for the rest of that dig. But you can actually see, so if I just sit myself down here, that the bolts on this one are on the side of the handle. So as you lever on it this way, all that force is coming down through these bolts here. Whereas on the Searcher Spade, bolts are front and back. So you shouldn't get that same problem of the handle snapping around that. The other benefit is when I'm digging, quite often we end up going reasonably deep, especially seeing as it's into, well, with the RX, we're getting into clay soil, it's deep and it's heavy to try and move it. So you push, you dig in, you get down, you get to spade depth, and then actually you've got nothing else to push on to get it any lower. So it's very, very difficult to get those deeper targets out. Whereas with the Searcher Spade, you obviously have the footrest around this one to push in on, but then if you're at that depth, you've got the extra footrest up at the top, so you're going to get an extra probably 2 inches of depth before you have to worry about getting in. So I use a Garrett edge digger. The other bonus, this is a lot straighter, so you're going to be able to go straight down over the top of it, a little bit more accurate. It's a narrower head on the blade, although it's only slightly, so you're going to make smaller holes. You could be a little bit more accurate, if, like I'm going to do after this, digging in the garden. We've got the ridged edge on this side, useful for breaking up solid ground. Could in theory help cut through roots, but I'm not sure if it's sharp enough for that. And the edge is actually slightly sharpened all the way around, so it should get a nice clean cut and cut into some of those deeper soils, or sorry, more dense soils. So we've got the Mi6 paired up. It's just stopped raining, the sun's come out. It's doing that about every 10 minutes at the minute. So we're going to go and have a go, and we're going to have a bit of a dig, see what we can find with this one. Now, very quickly, the settings I'm going to use, I think I said in the last video, I'm not 100% sure, but my garden is absolutely riddled with iron. I get a nice signal, and sometimes I'll dig 5 bits of iron out of the same hole before I get to that good signal. So we're going to run it on coin fast and see how we get on. Let's give it a go. Now, with the Mi6, I should say the little clip that attaches it onto the ORX is separate. But I thought it was a nice little touch just to keep it next to you all the time, so you've always got it. Some other benefits, I've always used the standard Garrett carrot really in the past, and obviously batteries, buying 9-volt batteries all the time is a bit of a pain. So this one is much simple. I'm not actually going to unscrew the end, but it uses the same connector as the coil, the remote, the headphones. Comes with extra cables, so you can just plug it in with everything else at the end. You know it's fully charged every time. Right, we're going to get out in the garden now. We've got a second between rainstorms and see what we can find. Okay, I've got the silicone cover back on just in case it starts hammering it down with rain. You can just about make it out through there. I'll flick it across until it goes to coin fast, program number 3. Go to the menu, we're going to scroll down. We'll keep our sensitivity high, keep the frequency where it is, and our reactivity up on number 3. So let's give it a go. We'll get the headphones on. Okay, so we're into our first really solid signal here. Right on the edge of my pond. So I think it's there, right under that XP logo, which is probably the worst place I could try and dig right now, but we'll give it a go anyway. I'll just try filming the actual digging as well at the same time with the new spade. It was nice to be able to push straight down. Ground's still pretty solid after the dry weather we've been having. Come on this side. Feels as though it could be something big. And we've got a great big ant's nest right in the middle, always good fun. Right, let's see what we've got. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you'll be able to hear this. So it's out in this clump that's full of ants. Can't see anything straight away. Okay, let's take the pinpointer. Now, you might hear there's still a little beeping from the detector. As soon as the pinpointer's on, that should stop. I don't think it's that. There we go. Always a nice signal, but not what we're looking for. Again, I'm just trying to block the wind noise, so sorry if there's loads of it. them a little bit further down, we've got a pretty solid 92, 91, 94. I think probably about here. Yeah, let's go for there. Where are we on the line? Right in the middle of the line, obviously wants to be dug. No silver this time, just a big chunky part of a tractor, right? So we come back over onto the ring field, which is just next door. We're probably into our nicest signal so far today. Nice, clean, crisp sound. 90, 89, 92, pretty solid. Come on, silver coin. Any silver will do, really. Okay, the wind's died off a little bit, so I'm going to try and do a live dig. Sorry if there's loads of wind noise. Let's get this one out. Now I've got two options. It's either modern junk or it's something really nice. Let's find out now. Just leave that out carefully, just make sure I'm not destroying any crops, no. I'll tell you what, I can see it. And it is modern junk. Never mind. Makes you feel any better? It's a Horlicks, something or other. Okay, so into one of our last signals. Heading back in a second. Absolutely beautiful sound. 90. It's just jumping up anywhere from 88 to 96. It could be more of that old aluminium stuff. Like a shotgun. Oh, yeah, pretty short. Yeah, no shocks at all. Some sort of coin, although it looks pretty toasted. See if we can get anything off it when we get home, but lightly.
I keep a photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't care, 'cause you were perfect, I swear. But somebody